I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's...
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very... Yeah, her take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. She thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh, so you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No, it's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's...
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui...
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise... No matter what they may be planning, you must be...
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild...
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingse Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful... Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition, but I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them.
So how good is your singing? Really?
We'll only know once she starts singing.
It's time to sing. Whenever you're ready. Da 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 da. What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue? Umbrella warfare, I guess. This one's got your name on it. Fire! Well, with rock.
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Shake! Drop! Cut to the chase. Incoming. This one's got your name on it. Feeling lucky? Hey there! Ooh! A proper send-off! From the steep, this one's got your name on it! Watch out! Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey! It's... What's-her-face?
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I...
She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard. Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old, whereas this means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this?
Huh? As a mortal, but as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that. I also know where wild glaze lilies can be.
We dare not refuse.
Oh, so did you sing a song before?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well.
Wow, so you really know your stuff?
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, if you would excuse me.
And that just about does it. Our preparation, given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think that...
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting...
I've had enough venture. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount, so you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
You're the consultant to Wangsheng funeral. The Millelith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, however, both sides were quite obstinate.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millelith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for... Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Childe's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or neither path is an easy...
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng funeral parlor. Consider your next course of action carefully, traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to...
Having connections with the Fatui. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants, he must be waiting for them. But where could we find him? Where would he go at a time like this?
Who ate a poisonous mushroom?
Wow! This is the Golden House? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora. This is where all of Teyvat's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing. Oh, so it's a trap! But even if we can't take, or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora, it's like a dream come true! Oh, right! It's quiet. Too quiet. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Quick! We have to go make sure...
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, So why do you still linger here?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Where should I start? Well, I've never been one to beat around the bush, you know. But who could have possibly guessed that the god of Geo would mysteriously perish the very moment I arrived in? If it weren't for that lovely little rite of parting ceremony you put together, it would have taken me a whole lot longer to get... Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type...
You could... When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of...
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt...
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. Fighting talk, I love it! This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Coming at ya!
Run all you like.
Watch out! A proper send-off from the Spina with love. Don't blink. Nowhere to hide.
You're wide open. Celestial Voyager!
I'll bury you! I hear everything.
You've made some progress. Guess I should
Can't see?
take you more seriously. Good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Speed of light.
All you do is run.
With sword comes
Gotcha.
shadow. Hey there! Coming at ya! There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
One with the force.
You've got some skills.
Let's nip that in the butt.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
This is going to cost you! Yeah!
Can't
You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you.
We didn't take it!
Illusion shattered!
Hey there! Watch out! Hey there! Fire! Well... Incoming! Nowhere to hide. Speed of light!
And Shroud, I hear everything!
Hey there! Coming at ya!
There is no escape! Torn to oblivion!
Die here.
Cut to the chase! Incoming! Hey! Hey there! Watch out! Hey there! Oh! Umbrella warfare, I guess!
You're a cut above.
Look! Childe's back to...
Well, it seems the burden of the foul legacy transfer. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis. No matter
That's what we've been trying to tell...
your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that... You already know the answer, don't you? But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me sad. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle.
Pretty sure that's not the normal...
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. In fact, it might be that the...
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in... As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbor.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyan's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the GR Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath... If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and...
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago.
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are such... Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me, using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo Archon to show its hand, but you as well. Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Nira, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on? Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came... Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea?
What are you...
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the...
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Just seeing this
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shake, which is why we must stop that monster.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? No. So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop?
We've already discussed this together.
What? But all of you were supposed to be the guardian.
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong, and as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong ballista. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of...
I suppose this is one blessing. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong ballista to fight off. We haven't a moment to spare. Yep.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong ballista!
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you are made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
Looks like I...
Coming at ya! Watch out!
Finally. So quiet. That all you got?
Hey there! Hiya!
I miscalculated.
That is Osial's divine power. I am Careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Illusion shattered! Now! The ancient gods attack me again! There are so many victories too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is definite energy! Light from your body! It's like the time in giant cars! Wow! It's a Madame Pink shockwave! This granny's really strong!
Keep up. And shroud.
Fire! Well, watch out! Coming at ya!
Time to
Coming at ya!
my duty. My work finished.
Watch out! Haha! Proper send-off! From the Spina with love!
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
So this is what Gunyu's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. But perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with me.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Coming at ya! Fire! Well, with rocks. Haha!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Don't blink! Huh? Cut to the chase! Incoming! Hey there! Coming at ya! Hiya! You little monkey! Nowhere to hide.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Keep up. Let's nip that in the bud. Quickly. Keep up. I hear everything. And shroud.
Torn to oblivion.
Hey there! Attack! Watch out! Speed of light! Ah! Incoming! Hey! Cut to the chase!
Can't see? Let's nip that.
Coming at ya! Watch out! The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on! Once we finish this battle, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, but seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue.
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least... Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly but that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of
I mean no offense. I simply...
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lap...
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are I also thought to tell him how but I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right. That's something that happened if the Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would—
Each of the 7 nations has its own
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an Outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so...
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks, although I am a mere mortal soldier,
Huh? Why does that—
Weren't you frightened?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and when danger is near, everyone always protects me. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are adept.
Oh, okay.
You see, this is what the country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for this, although their blood is weak. There is still strength to be found. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. What?
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave,
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror... One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough.
Since we Adepti have but how will we ensure that the Liyue chief...
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. See...
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well. Oh, right! It's nice that Childe wanted to unleash, but we were able to handle the Overlord of the... Oh, and speaking of that... Paimon doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that—
We've come to see Zhongli.
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to... Last time we saw Zhongli, do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? We had better go and make sure...
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formality? Oh, it seems that some—
Hey, it's Zhongli and...
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the— Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly.
No, don't let her get... You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than... So it might be best to keep things peaceful this...
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was...
Paimon knew that we should never...
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had... Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them. So actually, I...
Stop wasting time, child. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be...
What in the world are you talking...
The contract is fulfilled.
How sanctimonious.
What? So... No, wait! That...
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole...
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best, as you know. I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds.
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Childe, the Adepti, and the Liyue Chising to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. Indeed I was. The Gnosis, that's right. Which is why I continued.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine power?
Of course. And it would have been all too... Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents.
In the end, the resolution to all that has... Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the chief, credit is also due to Senora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you. All of these things turned out as I had planned. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least...
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this. Wreaking havoc and turning... If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand...
Well then, With the Gnosis in my possession,
Fine. I'll meet you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli...
Realistically speaking.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, my agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to uncover that answer for yourself.
Paimon! So Zhongli...
One of the claws...
You're... Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we've spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
You know that god.
Yes.
Say.
Now that you I mean it all. Still, what's so...
Forget it.
Oh, well, since we're going through with this right... So Rex... Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui
Fatui?
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their...
Hear ye all! Though a dragon soar, gods and adept rumors and hearsay abound on, having been thwarted in his nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing... So that... Something feels off. What could the Qixing already... Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his Gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing.
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returned.
3,700 years.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed
the long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve...
Whoa!
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Roping you in was
perhaps...
The cleanup of the...
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is cut, and here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Xinye kiosk.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Xinye kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
You're right. I do like the Mora.
But why would Mora...
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Jean... When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must...
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at but since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you...
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli. That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma,